We have to be patient to find the waves. Really patient. We have to drive a lot, cross rivers. We have to walk a lot, cross more rivers, again and again. Yeah, we actually fell in this one.
Il est complètement con, lui. Ah non, il arrive à sortir. Oh, le sketch. Oh.
We often turn around without having gone surfing. When our parents don't find anything to rent, we sit by the side of the road and wait. And then sometimes we find an amazing wave and we're all alone. This is me. My name is Valentin. I'm 10. This is my big brother, Jules. And this is our mom, Charlotte. And Dad, he picked the short straw. So it was him filming that day.
Our parents have been looking for a ferry for a few days now. Valentin and I are so excited to surf on this island that they spotted. I think we're really far away, deep into Indonesia.
Our first big family trip was 5 years ago. We rented a house for that summer and left to live many surfers' dream, going to Indonesia on a quest for perfect deserted waves.
Since then, we have had the opportunity to work as teachers for only half the year. We work for 6 months and travel for the other 6. We have to make do with half as much income, but at least we have time. A lot of time.
This year is different because we will have Pierre and Matthias joining us in 2 months to film. We were surprised at their offer. We are so far from being professional surfers, but it's our unusual lifestyle that Matthias wants to document. We thought it could be a cool experience, so we said yes. Today, we brought a little bag each with 3 t-shirts, 2 pairs of shorts, and a profound sense of freedom.
Looking for a place down in Moco, rolling on the long road with my friends. Driving around along the beach on the quest for a spot to rest and to stay there but full and in peace. Well,
There are no guest houses around here, even fewer hotels. We introduced ourselves to the village leader. There were a lot of smiles, not much was said. And that was it. We were welcomed.
with a forest in the black without a living soul around. And was from beyond the protecting sea.
All the children already know we are here. It's kind of weird.
C'est quoi là? Souda? Souda, c'est quoi là?
There are black pigs and chickens everywhere. The shower is a tap and a bucket, but the view from the kitchen is awesome. In the bedroom, there is just a big bed and a little table, so I sleep on the floor. And what a luxury! There is a fan that actually works. We have lots of time. We surf as soon as we wake up, then we hang out with the children. We walk barefoot in the chicken poop. We read, we do our homework. We don't always want to, but if we do an hour or two, Mom and Dad let us go back surfing after.
Smooth smoke goes up, and so are we doing too. Music surrounding us and we're feeling fine. Also no stress, but it gets driving around and getting some rest.
We've been here for 3 weeks, and the best session was this morning for Mom's birthday.
August the place to be.
Serasa kids zaman now. Kids zaman now.
Ça avance, Valentin?
Aucune finesse.
Ça, c'est celui qui a été fait par le pro. Il y en a un deuxième super bien, non? C'est lequel? Celui-là. Et alors après, le vôtre, les gars? Ah ouais. Bon, écoute, c'est pas honteux hein, pour une première fois, mais... The locals have been making their own boards for more than 70 years. Apparently, they were introduced to surfing by a soldier who stayed on after the war. The villagers come together at the end of the day to watch the younger ones. The boards belong to everyone, they stay on the beach.
I offered them to try out our board, but they were not very interested in mine. Maybe they were too shy. Hard to tell. There is no internet here. No videos, no surf shop, no brand. Just surfing. I never thought it would be so difficult to leave this village, this big family. 1 month later, I've got a lump in my throat, knowing that we have to leave. I force myself to smile a bit, but I hide behind my hair. To avoid getting stung by mosquitoes, we force ourselves to eat garlic and ginger every day. Apparently that repels them. And with that, we feel ready for the Mentawai Islands. Our parents say that if we went to a resort or chartered a surfboat, we wouldn't even be able to afford 2 weeks here. But this way, okay, we may not know where we're going to sleep, but our money can last us for 5 months.
I haven't ridden much at all since the accident. It was 4 years ago on a little road in Timor. A ditch, I flew over the underbars. A lot of blood, 114 stitches, no anesthesia. So today, not the best luck with these bumpy roads with traffic wrecks. But I want to leave my fears behind me. I have the nice feeling of being exactly where I should be.
We hadn't eaten the night before, and my legs were irritated by the surf straps. So we stopped at the side of the road, and here we met Firman. He offered us a place to sleep at his mother's house and found us a dugout canoe that we could use to go look for waves.
Minyak. Ya, bensin itu minyak tambah oli.
Oli mignac.
Oli.
Ah, ok. Tu nous fais une petite dégustation en direct de ton super petit déj, Jules? Qu'est-ce que tu manges là?
Déjà, c'est hyper pratique à manger, même si c'est pas assez bon. Par exemple, là, je prends plein. Ah, c'est bon, hein.
Duduk di belakang man dulu.
Ce qui est bien, c'est qu'il t'en restera pour midi.
To be able to travel for a longer time, we chose to stay in the same place for several weeks, to eat with the locals and to sleep in their houses.
Alors, ton petit café en terrasse? Elles sont pas belles nos vacances?
Je rêve d'un petit café latte quand même.
Ah oui?
Ouais. Mais bon, j'ai pas envie d'aller à Bali.
Ah bon, bah alors. Alors t'as le café Mentawai.
We feel much lighter reading ourselves of our normal demands and our usual way of life. We feel good here. We don't think about the next day, nor the past. We're just here, now. And the best thing of all, we're not in a hurry.
Today we found some awesome waves, collected plastic in the area, watched the captain smoking. He never stops.
Yeah.
We also counted Mem's bites. She has 423. It's the hagas that sting her, tiny invisible mosquitoes. We also put my mattress in the water to try to find the leak. We didn't find it, but it was a good time trying.
Take it high, and no matter why, you'll be fine. Count on yourself and on your friends. As love will grow, we'll make it all the way. And take it high and stay yourself.
After a day of surfing and 2 hours in a canoe, it feels great to rinse off, to drink a tea and to sleep like a log.
Tu disais?
Well, except that time I got sunburnt eyes.
C'est bien les Mentawai?
Pourquoi? C'est cool, un jour sur 5.
Qu'est-ce qui t'est arrivé? T'as des nouvelles...
Ah, je sais que tu fais, j'ai entendu le clic.
T'as des nouvelles lunettes de soleil?
Non, mais vraiment, c'est pas grave.
Je m'appelle...
Je m'appelle Ernawati.
Good.
Good.
Tu veux boire?
Je vous vais vite copie.
Tu veux boire du café?
Du café.
Du café.
Je vous veux du café.
Tu veux boire du café?
Je veux du café.
Yes!
Wow! Wow!
It's crazy how at home we feel here, even though everything is so different. I'm thinking about home, about my friends. Tomorrow I'm turning 13, and it will be just like any other day.
Comment ça tient, toi?
Regarde ce travelling là.
Selamat ulang tahun. Selamat ulang tahun. Kami ucapkan. Selamat panjang umur. Kami doakan.
Visite du lieu de...
Voici les toilettes. On se rince avec cette eau, ou cette eau, avec une bucket.
Donc hier furoncle,
Jean-Mi,
médecine,
Médecine
c'est de l'herbe.
traditionnelle médecine.
l'herbe qui a bien accroché au furoncle.
Voilà le master.
Et là. For the moment, we don't have time to worry. The first groundswell is here. Our dream is right in front of us. The waves are exactly like we used to draw them on our notebooks in school.
Ouais, c'est gros, mais c'est beau.
It's pretty surreal to see Ben paddling alone out there, like in a picture from a surf magazine.
I'm
I took one wave and broke my leash. Just one wave, but it was insane. And I'm already dreaming about the next family surf sessions. This session seems like ages ago. Another abscess. The third in a month. It was probably a huge mistake to let the last ferry go. Jules has a fever now. I hope it's not the same crap that I have. But the worst scenarios are going through my head. And the next boat is in another 4 days.
I really wanted to surf those big, perfect waves. I was so excited to show Pierre and Matthias everything we'd discovered. They were supposed to arrive next week to start filming, but we need to get off this island as soon as possible to find the hospital fast. I just hope that we won't have to go back to France.
Ouais, salut Mathias, salut Pierre. Un petit message de news. Ben était super mal hier. Il a été opéré en urgence, ça s'est bien passé, mais il le garde en observation 4-5 jours sous perfusion d'antibio quand même. Nous, on voudrait rester et continuer, mais on a eu les médecins de l'assurance et eux, ils ont l'air de flipper par contre. Ils veulent absolument nous rapatrier. Donc voilà quoi, retour, fait chier. On se tient au jus très vite pour la suite. Allez, salut les gars.
Il nous reste un peu moins de 10 heures normalement, ou une dizaine d'heures pour Bayona.
Why do we travel? I think we've always been on the move, in terms of thoughts, projects, or physically. When I met Ben in 2000, he was coming back from a big trip to Senegal in a Renault 4L. I was 19, he was 22, and we started out our first adventures right away. Alone on the French coast in February, that was the first time we reached the world's end.
Then we had our boat years. We bought a wooden sailboat to fix up without knowing how to sail. We learned on the job. From repairing the deck to crossing toward the Azores, everything had a taste of adventure.
Donc on n'arrivera peut-être pas dans les 3 jours et demi prévus. On va voir. On est au mouillage. Sao Jorge. On flippe un peu parce que c'est grandiose quand même. C'est magnifique. Elle a l'air de faire à peu près la taille du bateau, je pense 7-8 mètres.
For the first time, we were living the dream of freedom without a care in the world. And that was pretty much all we needed.
Wonderful cake. Wonderful doudou.
The team grew with Jules on a second boat.
Ça va mon bonhomme? T'es bien calé là? Oh, des sourires pour la caméra.
And then Valentin, 2 years later.
After 5 years of ups and downs, we decided to move on from boat life. We sold our boats and started building a house.
To wash off the dust and take a break from building, we went to play in the waves with the boys. Jules was already able to understand the tips we gave him. Valentin, meanwhile, didn't even want a little push to help him. He always wants to do everything on his own.
We realized that after 20 years of traveling, we still function in the same way. We simplify our needs to make our dreams a reality. We are willing to do things by ourselves and believe that we'll make it. The doctors still don't really know what we had. We're not really cured, but we still want to go back. But we don't want to fly for a second time this year. So we believe that we can easily continue this story closer to home.
Our only vehicle is an old ambulance that we turned into a van. And for the destination we're thinking of, we'd only have to make a couple of changes.
Tonight the city's full of friends. I don't care where I'm going, I just look for a lovely time. Just wanna be glad. Tonight the city's full of friends. I don't care where I'm going, I just look for a lovely time. Just wanna be glad. Tonight the city's full of friends. I don't care where I'm going, I just look for a lovely time. Just wanna be glad. Yeah, tonight the city's full of friends. And I don't care where I'm going, I just look for a lovely time. Just wanna be glad. Be glad. I don't care.
Ça. Val, tu l'as vu la gauche? Il est déjà parti dehors. Ah mais sous la couette c'est bien aussi, je peux te dire. Ouais.
Je ne pas ça petit, hein.
Non, 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 genre là t'emmènes pas forcément le longboard d'ailleurs. Oh. Oh, c'est cool. Tout le monde est motivé. Bueno, bueno.
Mes mains crient de bois.
Val,
Allez, hop, c'est bon.
Val.
C'est bien?
Ouais.
Viens, on va voir d'en bas. Je pense qu'on aura une autre vue parce que là, on se dit.
On y va. Alors, t'as peur?
Non, t'as peur, oui. J'ai pas peur.
Viens, je te mets ta cagoule. Allez, ta cagoule. Attends, c'est desserré ça? Non, on va avoir du mal. Genre, on les tire à mort comme ça. Allez, vas-y, allez, rentre dedans. Allez. Ah, là. Alors? Allez, on va mettre les cheveux comme il
Attends,
faut.
maman, elle a mis du thé dedans.
T'as une cagoule au thé? C'est pas vrai. Ah, chier! Oh. Je suis dégoûté.
C'était pas facile, hein.
C'est comme une merde, j'ai même pas été capable de placer Valentin correctement une fois.
Moi, je vais sur la droite.
Il me faut du gras là. Regarde.
Tu sais, il n'y a pas énorme de gens qui prenaient des vagues. Hein.
Ouais, bah, en tout cas, moi j'en prenais pas, ça c'est sûr. Dégoûté.
Bon, là, c'est un peu la loose parce que les duvets, ils ont pris l'eau.
C'est pas non plus grave, quoi.
Non, c'est sûr. Mais c'est un peu chiant, quoi. Bon, on va dormir en suite et on est en Irlande. Il a plu un peu toute la journée. D'ailleurs, là, on peut voir le temps. Hein. Encore là, ça va, hein. Il y a des petites éclaircies.
Il fait plutôt beau. Là, t'es pas en train d'y aller pour l'instant. Mais si. Là, pendant que je m'assois, si. Allez.
Mais allez!
Bon là ça suffit, hein. Stop.
Mais oui, il est chiant.
Valentin, tu sors te calmer là. Dégage. Dehors.
Toujours de ma faute.
Bah ouais.
Va prendre l'air irlandais là. Jules, qu'est-ce qui s'est passé? J'ai même pas écouté là.
Mais rien, il gueule pour rien, pour un doigt de pied dans son nez.
Explique clairement. Tu gueules pas pour un doigt de pied.
Si, il gueule parce que j'ai le bout de mon pied dans son espace vital.
Tu fais exprès
Juste parce que je vais prendre.
Ouais, mais je vois bien le genre.
Bah non, je fais pas exprès. Moi, je veux juste m'en aller.
Dis-toi que ça va être libéré quand on sera sorti.
Mais ce sera jamais libéré. Il y a encore la bactérie. Putain.
Je fais pas grand-chose là. Hein.
Ouais, mais quand même, toi, t'en as pas eu.
À peine.
Juste un. Moi, j'en ai eu 5.
With the lack of waves and the return of the infection, the last days were not the best. In the back of my mind, I had the paintings of Ozzy Wright and the idea of customizing our old van.
Demi-tour. 9 et 10. Allez, eau chaude. C'est le bonheur, ça.
That says that analyzing the weather forecast in Ireland is like divinatory art.
Plutôt ouest-nord-ouest. Donc ici, comme la houlée nord, ça deviendra plutôt offshore. Par contre, sur la zone d'Iski, le vent d'ouest, c'est encore pas bien orienté. C'est demain soir que ça retourne sud-ouest.
In other words,
Et en gros,
he can't find good ways.
des régimes de sud, toujours
So
avec
we
une
traveled
côte
down the coast looking
courte,
for
à 10
spots,
secondes.
hoping to find waves as nice as they were in Indonesia.
Il court. T'as vu?
Oh,
Oh. Il court les buffles.
c'est des vaches.
Oui, oui. On dirait qu'il n'y a pas de...
Je me rencarde un peu plus. Mais...
Pas de chemin. Bon, on verra bien s'il y a des vagues à marée basse.
Donc on est vraiment pleine marée haute. Sachant que là, il y a une marée haute de 3,30 m, marée basse de 80 cm. Valentin,
Arrête de renifler.
ça c'est pour toi, Valentin. Val, tu m'écoutes? À marée haute, il y a 3,30 m d'eau. Marée basse, 80 cm.
Ouais.
Donc là, la marée va descendre.
Oui.
Elle va passer de 3,30 m à 80 cm.
Oui.
Elle va descendre de combien?
Bah, de 2 mètres. 3 mètres 30, t'as dit?
Ouais.
2 mètres 50.
Bon ben voilà. On a fait les maths de la journée, c'est super. Ça s'annonce dingue. Ça pourrait être la meilleure journée. La droite dont on rêve.
Là, la droite dont je rêve.
Elle est où la droite dont tu rêves?
Là. Ouais, chut.
Arrête de gueuler là.
Tout le monde dit chute alors qu'il y a la vague de nos rêves qui va dérouler.
On n'a pas dormi, on a presque pas dormi. Mais c'est
Ah ouais.
dur ou pas? Ça a l'air dur ou pas?
Bah, c'est une droite.
Mais d'accord, mais enfin bon.
Attends, là c'est une petite, tu vois pas? Je vois là, il y a... Putain, ça déroule. Je pense qu'il y a des petites... Bah, tu m'étonnes que je vais y aller. Je me prépare. Je vais y aller. Tu n'oublieras pas, tu bouges ton vélo. Ok?
Ouais.
Nickel.
It's really magical on island, but it can also be hostile at times. I often ask myself what I'm doing in the water. C'est tellement dur, je suis nulle.
C'était chaud.
Je suis saoulée. Je suis contente pour les gars, ils ont eu des bonnes vagues, mais putain, je pensais que j'étais capable. Je suis pas capable de ramer sur des vagues d'un mètre 52 mètres.
Bah, il y avait plus de 2 mètres, maman, au gros, c'est rien.
Non, mais en fait, j'y voyais rien. Quand tu rames, tu te fais fouetter par le vent. Through the times when I don't paddle enough, when I'm scared, when I don't paddle enough because I'm scared. Ce que je comprends pas, c'est que c'est pas du tout petit.
Si, c'est petit.
Non. Mais c'est...
Non mais, c'est petit, c'est ça quoi. C'est pas...
C'est 2 mètres.
Mais non, mais attends.
And the sessions when I cry because of the cold. Il fait vraiment très froid. Je sais pas, je pense qu'il fait 1 ou 0.
Je sais pas.
Bah d'ailleurs, c'est dégelé au-dessus.
Ouais, il neige pas.
Ouais.
Ouais, les planchettes étaient gelées ce matin.
C'est juste le stade avant la neige, ça c'est chiant.
Charlotte has never dreamt of staying in a luxury hotel. Luckily, because our trips are not exactly made for princess holidays. She's always enthusiastic, and it may seem strange, but the truth is that she likes the lack of comfort. Actually, in water or on land, it's often me who gets fed up first. The more time goes on, the more I enjoy watching them surf. All 3 of them. Valentin, still 10 years old, is relentless. Always dreaming of tube riding, trying to get under that lip. And Jules, already 13, super keen. Now he's the one giving me tips. That makes me so much happier than taking one more wave. So when a nice one comes, I'm happy to skip my turn to help them catch it.
C'est quoi?
De l'eau chaude.
Et voilà l'après-surf.
Le bain de la princesse.
N'est-ce pas? Regardez ça, ça vous fait envie, hein?
Tonight, Mom and Dad agreed to put up the tent. Sometimes it's a bit small with all of us in the van. And our bed is rubbish. Our van is not a camping car with everything you need. Our parents always say that we don't need a lot of things. Actually, when the van was empty, Dad just built an awesome bed for him and Mom. And with Jules, we sleep on this happy makeshift bed that they think are great. But they never sleep on them. Jules and I would like a hot shower and fridge, but Dad says that we don't really need it, that it consumes energy and breaks down. Mom and Dad always say that we should try not to accumulate too much stuff, so we have time to draw, read, dream, and surf.
We didn't really believe in this wave that had apparently seen from the top of the road. But when we got there, I could see it well. It was crashing a little bit too close to the rocks, and I didn't want them to go.
Bon, ça fait quoi de découvrir un secret spot?
Ben didn't have his wetsuit or board to go out and help in case something went wrong.
Bobby's right.
Bobby's right.
Là, ça va, elle est assez loin quand même. Non?
Peut-être que la droite est...
Valentin hasn't yet gotten the hang of paddling and would be in trouble if a wave broke early. But Jules now knows how to deal with the current and can read the dangers properly. So I had to trust him.
Alone on the water, in this little sheltered bay, he will have surfed the first secret spot that he discovered with his brother.
And that day, without really seeing it coming, the control had passed from us to them.
From only yesterday, no one is lost from what you try to say. We're burning up slow, no longer what you know. Wherever you are, in particular. Lost in memories, trailing to believe, opens misery, leading what you know, and everything you've shown, the coming of a dream, to burn reality.
And if in the end being on the other side of the world was also a feeling, if it was sufficient to get there by stepping back, for us, The key is slowing down and taking time to share with one another. These are the most precious moments that we live.
Ça tombe tout au sud-ouest par rapport au spot qu'on a sorti il y a déjà une semaine, la très belle journée là. Est-ce que ça pourrait remarcher dès demain soir avec le sud-ouest parce qu'il y a toujours de la houle de nord? Ou alors est-ce que ce sera vendredi matin? Ou est-ce qu'on passe par Maurice demain soir et après vendredi matin?